Hello and welcome, bandits, to another champion overview of, this time we're doing Atrocitus. He was just released today. He's the Red Lantern, the survivor of Sector 666. He is a power-based tank, or enforcer as they call him. He's really good at diving into the fight, basically, and dishing out a lot of damage while kind of keeping people where he wants them. So let's go over his kit real quick. His passive is Red Lantern's Rage. Basically, every time he attacks someone with an auto attack or receives damage, he gains 5 Rage. And at 50 Rage, his next ability will be enhanced. And you can get up to 100 Rage, so you can have 2 abilities enhanced if you have 100 Rage. And then also, every time he receives damage, he deals power damage in an area around him, and that has a 2-second cooldown. His Q is Crimson Slash. His next attack will do bonus power damage and then reduce their movement speed. The enraged version of it just does the damage and the slow to everyone around the initial target. His W is Come At Me. He taunts all the drones around him and receives damage reduction. And based on 10% of his missing health, I believe it is, yeah. The enraged version basically just lowers the cooldown of your AoE passive, or the AoE damage on your passive to 0.5 seconds. Which is quite nice. And then his E is Overwhelming Rage. Basically, he just taunts the taunts the person you select to charge at him, and he charges at them. When they collide, he does damage and roots them briefly. The enraged version, instead of dealing damage, the target is taunted for a little bit longer, anywhere from 0.65 seconds to 1.10 seconds. Depending on the rank, and it lowers their their attack damage and increases both your attack speeds to max. And then his ultimate is Plasma Wave. He just spews plasma in a cone in front of him, dealing damage over time, and then increasing the damage to all champions hit. And then he also gains 20 rage for every champion that is hit. So for maxing, I like to max out his Q first for the slow and the damage. It's going to be your main damage, as you can reset your attacks. So you're going to be able to do a little bit more damage by resetting your attacks if you use it right. And then the AoE damage and slow is just fantastic as well. For maxing next, it really just depends on what you feel like you need. If you feel like you need more CC, then I'd probably max out Overwhelming Rage and then make sure you're using the enraged version of it to initiate whenever you can. That's going to tie him down a lot longer and allow your teammates to capitalize more on their either out of positionness or whatever, or you having them tie down. But if you feel like you need a little bit more damage, then I'd probably go with Come At Me, which is going to reduce the damage you take and then also allow you to burst a little more with your passive. Well, not burst more, but can have that sustained damage with your passive. I would actually possibly even max your passive over Come At Me first and then do Come At Me, followed by Overwhelming Rage if you want to go for more of a damage build. As that's going to allow, because your passive does 80 damage plus has that 10% ratio, so it actually does some pretty good damage. And then obviously with your ultimate whenever you can. His stolen power, which I do like to take on him, is Atrocitus's Meteor Drop. Basically, it does damage and then slows anyone that it hits. So typically for stolen powers on Atrocitus, I like to take Flash's super speed with his Atrocitus's Meteor Drop. It just allows you to kind of stick to enemies. Either pick off anyone that's running or just kind of CC an enemy that's trying to run from you and allow your teammates to catch up as well. Amplifier set, I think the default one is good. Yeah. The Neil Cloak is good. It's a good starter item. I usually don't like taking the Neil items, but in this case, I think it's a good one. I love Fragment of Mogo, so definitely that's a good one. Cosmic Belt is definitely also a very good item on him, so that's a good modifier on him. And then the amplifiers and whatnot are looking pretty good too. Just kind of more tanky stuff is what you want, which is what they have, so that's good. For items on him, the kind of core items the items I believe to be core to him are the Atlantean Royal Seal, Cosmic Belt, and then the Phantom Stranger's Necklace and the Neuron's Contract. Those 4 I would consider kind of your core item set. Neuron's Contract you don't necessarily need, but I would definitely probably go with the Phantom Stranger's Necklace. Those 3 items are going to give you a little bit of power, going to give you a little bit more slow on your abilities because of Atlantean Royal Seal. Phantom Stranger's Necklace will give you a little bit more durability, and if I remember right, it has cooldown reduction, which is always good. Then after that, it's kind of just situational, whatever you feel like you need. If you need more attack, I'd definitely go with Fragment, or attack armor, I'd definitely go with Fragment of Mogo. If you need more power armor, I can't think of any the powerful power armors right now, but would definitely get an item with more power armor. Maybe even not even take Phantom Stranger's Necklace if you're not able to pick up coins a lot, you know, or if you're top lane. That would definitely be a good situation for it. If you're bot lane supporting, it might be a little harder to stack it. So you can, you know, swap it out with something else. But those are the 4 that I believe to be core on him. But that is kind of just a quick overview of Atrocitus. There's his alternate skin. I really like it. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. I think the cape looks pretty sweet in game. But yeah, that's just kind of how. Oh, your typical. We'll go over his kind of your initiation, skill rotation, and whatnot real quick, and then we'll end it there. So your kind of typical initiation rotation, we'll call it that, is going to be overwhelming rage into Q, followed up by your W. So you'll be dashing in on them. Assuming if you've been auto-attacking minions and whatnot and getting your rage up, you'll be dashing in on them and CCing them for that like extra 1 second if it's maxed out. If not, you know, you still get that little bit of extra CC and allow your lane mate or maybe your jungler to get a couple more extra hits in. Your Q is just going to slow them and deal a little more damage, allowing you to get more hits in, and whoever's with you getting more hits in. And then come at me if they decide to fight back. It's just going to reduce a little bit of damage. The only thing you have to worry about with come at me is if you're in the middle of a huge minion wave, it's going to pull all of their attention to you, and you're going to be taking a lot of minion damage. So be very careful of that kind of that. And then your ultimate, you're probably going to want to, if you know you're going to get the kill, or if it's going to help you get the kill, I would definitely do Overwhelming Rage, Crimson Slash into Plasma Wave, and then come at me if they decide to fight back. Or if they don't, and you have, you know, Enrage that you Rage that you haven't used yet, you could use that to kind of proc your passive more often, and then use your stolen powers as needed, you know, to catch them or to escape or whatnot. But so that's just more or less how I like to build Atrocitus and how I like to play him. So let's go ahead and jump into a game and see how he plays.
Here oh yeah! This is a job for Superman. Yeah, I love my job. Criminals beware.
Teleport to Lost Sector, Gotham Divided complete.
What's going on, bandits? It's BitM and Steve here, and as you can see, we're playing some more Infinite Crisis. We are playing the newly released Atrocitus. So let me hurry and buy some items here real quick.
30 seconds.
That's probably a good idea. Okay.
Try to stop
me. I may sound a little. I'm not sure if it'll affect anything, but I'm recording in a different room in an attempt to get better ping. So we'll see if that affects anything at all. But yeah, so Atrocitus got released today. He's pretty sweet. I'm liking him a lot. He's a power-based bruiser. I've only played a couple games with him, so I have in no way mastered him, but I think I have a pretty good grasp on how to play him now. He plays a lot like Renekton from League of Legends. If you ever played League of Legends, he's based on a rage system, so every time he auto-attacks or uses an ability, he gets rage, and then once he reaches 50, his next ability will be enhanced. So basically, like, so we'll go through his kit and I'll kind of explain the rage bonuses and whatnot as we go to do that as well. So his passive is Red Lantern's Rage. Basically, he gets 5 rage on basic attacks or when damaged by enemies. He becomes enraged at 50 or Mirror Rage, adding bonus effects to his skills. Then at the cost of 50 rage to use. Then if you don't attack or anything or use abilities for so long, your rage will decay. And then also every 2 seconds, whenever you get damaged by an enemy, you deal power damage to everyone around you. And then his Q is Crimson Slash. Basically, his next auto attack will deal bonus power damage and slow. It does reset your auto attack, so you always want to try to do the reset, the auto attack reset, as efficiently as possible to get the most damage out of it. Frames are dropping massively for some reason, not really sure why. His W is come at me. I like the name of that one. Basically just taunts all the minions around him and then gains damage reduction.
Online in 10 seconds.
The range bonus of his Crimson Slash just applies the damage and slow to everyone around the initial target.
Jungle creatures, phasing complete.
Holy crap, my frame rate hopefully jumps back up. It keeps doing this, I'm not sure why, but ever since the last couple patches, the frame rate will just drop massively for no apparent reason for a good solid chunk of time. And then it'll pop back up for some reason. Hopefully it'll... There we go, see. See, now it's back to normal. Not really sure why. I apparently had better ping during the frame rate drop as well, but... anyway, the enraged bonus on Come At Me basically just makes your AoE damage passive proc every 0.5 seconds. Is that 2 seconds? I think there's another added bonus to it as well, but I can't remember. Let's see what it says. Nope, that's it. And then his E is Overwhelming Rage. Ooh, come on, come on, come on. Nope. Nope, not quite. But his E is Overwhelming Rage, so basically it taunts the enemy target, pulling them to you and you to them, and when you collide you deal damage and root them for a brief moment. Like that, we both just used it. Oh, Flash may get a kill. Come on, nope. Don't get killed though. Oh crap, we might get killed now. Oh, why weren't they there? If they had been paying a little more attention, they could have easily picked up Green Arrow. But yeah, so it pulls them to you, does damage, and then roots them briefly. We'll go ahead and just pick that up.
There can be no compromise.
Our bottom turret is under attack.
And then the Enraged bonus, instead of dealing power damage, Atrocitus and his targets are taunted to each other for 0.65 seconds after colliding. And their attack speed is maxed out, and there's 70% attack damage on both of them. So that's just good for kind of keeping them tied down. The Enraged bonus, in my opinion, really isn't worth it until it's maxed out, because then it's at 1.10 seconds, so... Or 1 second. Yeah, I don't know if that's weird. We'll just say 1 second. So that's when it becomes useful, but the early stage is not really worth it. I would definitely go with the Q or E Enraged bonus first. Oh man, the frame rate drops. So I think we're going to max out our Q first, and then follow that by E, so that way we have more damage. And then, oh, I guess I should go over his ultimate. His ultimate is Plasma Wave. Basically just spits out kind of plasma in front of him, and then deals some odd amount of damage over time, and then increases the damage of those that were hit. And then you also gain 20 rage for every champion that you hit. There we go, frame rate's back to normal.
Phase pods. Impact in 10 seconds. Phase pods.
There we go.
You have
much better.
An enemy.
Embrace your death.
I'm just gonna drop this down right here.
Phasing complete.
And pop a potion for some mad regens.
Enemy defeated.
So that was a pretty good kill right there. So your kind of typical combination or rotation of abilities is going to be your E into Q, and then followed by Come At Me. And Come At Me is just going to basically let you take less damage. I think you actually are going to maybe take a pretty good chunk of damage if there's minions nearby, because they'll all be focusing you. So you'll kind of want to be watching for that and be careful of that. Let's go ahead and make sure he realizes we're kind of backing off. Let's go ahead and buy, let's see, between the two, 75. We're going to go with that Lanyard Royal Seal first. Pick up the health, pick up again. Green Arrow's pretty low. I think they have a camera in here, so we need to be pretty careful, make sure. I don't know why he keeps focusing me over Batman, but you know, I'm okay with that. And sorry for the lack of Infinite Crisis videos. I've really only been doing videos on the newly released champions, and the main reason for that is just because the lag in the game is still pretty much out of control. It's not really been fixed or anything at all, and it's just really makes it tricky to play. Right now it's actually not doing too bad, but there's just so many technical issues with the game right now that it makes it harder to play. So I'll still be doing the videos like I am for the newly released champions, but I probably won't be doing any more until that side of the game gets fixed. So sorry about that if those were the ones that you prefer, but I'm not dropping Infinite Crisis. I'm just going to be kind of easing up on them until they fix the technical aspects of the game. Gasbat just kind of backed off, so
You have defeated an enemy.
there we go.
Enemy defeated.
Come on. Nice, 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 nice. Oh dear. Ooh. Very nice.
Double kill.
Oh, awesome. They even got the jungler. Very well played, guys.
My hatred sustains me.
Heading home.
You know, just to try to help and see if we can keep the frame rates from going low again, we're going to drop down the graphics a little bit. I'm not sure if it's my computer or the game that's... There we go, sorry. I dropped down the graphics and it ended the recording, so didn't miss anything but me walking back to lane. I'm not sure if it's the computer or the game that's causing those frame rate drops, but hopefully that'll fix it.
I cannot be placated.
So where are we at on our experience? I don't think we have quite enough. We're close, but not quite enough for our ultimate. Gasbat has his ultimate though, so that's good. So they definitely have a ward in there. Bruno won't leave me alone.
They will all pay.
Relentless.
Oops, didn't want that. Very nice.
Enemy defeated.
Another plan comes to fruition.
Now we got our ultimate. Flash is just kind of camping bot, which I'm cool with. You know, we're getting Gasbat super fed. I'm actually getting really fed too. I'm more fed than Gasbat. That's not good. I didn't realize I was getting all the kills. I don't want to ultimate. I actually just tried to and it didn't go off, so that's another thing that's kind of weird to see. I don't know if it's lag or the input delay, but abilities don't exactly always go off when you want them to. Which is kind of good in that point right there, though, because I didn't end up wanting to use my ultimate because it'd be a waste. Yeah, there we go. Run! Oh, dang it. I think he got me with Meteor Drop.
Defeated.
Yeah, that's what finished me. Nice, dude. He's getting off some good damage. I think he could honestly take Green Arrow as long as he's got his enough mana for his battering. We're doing good though.
This injustice calls for blood.
Almost got our full seal going there. Yeah, I'd say he should be able to kill Atrocitus. Yep. Oh, he's probably gonna die though to Green Arrow. Ooh, don't get sniped. Oh, very nice.
You can't take the heat.
He's gonna die.
Defeated an enemy.
Embrace your death.
Very nice. The greed was too real.
Your hatred feeds me.
Our middle turret is under attack.
I can't
Our
type,
bottom
goodness.
turret is under attack.
Yeah, I don't think he realized how long they were kind of poking each other down there. Oh, not sure why he just used his Meteor Drop right there, but alright. Kind of a waste, but oh crap. Whoops, just wasted my Q. Yeah, he should die pretty. Yep.
An ally is
I'm not really sure what he's doing, but he's kind of just taking our hits to the face at this point.
My rage.
Oh, okay, good. I think the minions finished him.
You have defeated an enemy.
Alright, finish off Atlantean Royal Seal. Go with Cosmic Belt next. And we're doing good. Things are going well. We'll go ahead and pick up Neuron's contract too, just for a little bit of armor.
Will not end here.
So this is kind of the build that I like using, is Atlantean Royal Seal, Cosmic Belt, and Neuron's Contract, and then follow that by the Phantom Stranger's Necklace. It'll give you a lot of health, good durability, good chunk of damage, and then the Neuron's Contract active is always useful for keeping yourself alive. As a tank, you really probably shouldn't be getting, or like I mean, it's still good on a tank, the active, but you want to be in the fight tanking as much damage as you possibly can. There we go, good damage exchange. Seems like we're way tankier than him. I think he actually has more. Oh no, he's at 56. We're a little bit more tankier than him.
None can stand before me.
I'm gonna keep putting more points into my passive. Passive's gonna really help us deal some damage. There we go.
Enemy.
Another falls before.
Ah, dang it. Totally missed him. Ooh. He doesn't have enough for his ult.
Upper Leviathan pod. Initializing.
If he's still there, I'm gonna dive him. We'll initiate onto him with E and then ult. Nope, looks like he went back. Dang it. Got the turret though, so that's good.
An ally is relentless.
So his passive actually does quite a lot of damage when you max it out.
An ally is relentless.
Like we kind of just melted that minion wave.
Upper Leviathan pod. Operational in 30 seconds.
Oh dear. I don't know if we could take him. Not with it there, Atrocitus there, that's for sure. Let's see, what do we have enough for? Go ahead and pick up our second Cosmic Belt.
In 10 seconds.
Oh, and they surrendered. Nice. Rather quick game. I may do another one, but as you can see, Atrocitus is a pretty freaking powerful champion. He's good. I wouldn't say he's overpowered or anything, but he's definitely a solid champion. I guess 7 kills, holy crap. He's really good at keeping people where he wants them, basically, with his E and his Q, and then his ult just adds a whole other layer of damage, basically, which is really nice. He is quite powerful, though. 15-minute game, that was pretty quick. I'd highly recommend him. He's a lot of fun. I really like the Lantern champions for the most part. He's definitely a good addition to the kind of the power tank lineup, though. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and thumb it up to let me know. Share it around with your friends. That's really how this channel grows, is by your word of mouth. And if you haven't subscribed yet, why not do so? It's free, it's fun, and it makes me feel good inside. I hope to see you in the next one. Stay frosty, bandits.